Hi everyone, I've had a question, so I wanted to take the opportunity to share the answer with everybody. The question was, what is the difference between all the different exfoliations and why do you need to exfoliate? So first I'll start by telling you a little bit about what the skin does. So obviously as the skin naturally renews, we get what we call keratinization on the surface of the skin. And this is quite normal. These are just little dead skin cells. But basically what happens is if we strip the skin too much with stripping products, or we over exfoliate the skin too much with the wrong type of exfoliant, we start to get a condition called hyperkeratinization. So hyperkeratinization is basically, as a visual, think of it like little ant mounds that are sitting on the surface of the skin. And in my diagram, I'm not quite sure if you can see this very clearly in the video, but there is actually a little image of the hyperkeratinization right here. So hyperkeratinization is basically when the surface of the skin starts to get stressed or feels threatened. So therefore we produce extra dead skin or little ant mounds to basically protect it. And then what happens during that process is bacteria will sit on those little ant mounds. Oil that we produce gets stuck in those ant mounds, and then we start to breed bacteria, and that could be why we actually start getting breakouts. So a good exfoliation technique and avoiding improper exfoliation is very important for skins that break out. But also for aging or dehydrated skin, it's incredibly important that we exfoliate properly. So basically, why do we need to exfoliate? We need to exfoliate to help remove that keratinization or dead skin buildup, because the facts are, if we don't exfoliate properly and then we're using a good treatment serum or cream, it won't actually penetrate. So it basically creates a barrier, and it's not a breathable barrier. It's not good for the skin to have lots of dead skin buildup. So it is important to exfoliate approximately once to twice per week. I say make a date to exfoliate. Pick a day or pick 2 days during the week. They're approximately 3 or 4 days apart, like a Wednesday and a Sunday or something like that. Now let's talk about the different types of exfoliant. So the first type of exfoliant, and probably the most common, or the one that's been around for a long time, is what we call mechanical exfoliation. So mechanical exfoliation is large beads or granular beads that literally sloth away just by basically abrading the surface. Abrading is probably the wrong word, but a lot of them are quite sharp and they can really irritate the skin, even when they're not large. So it is very important to avoid mechanical exfoliation, or also known as granular, so it has grains in it. Avoid granular or mechanical exfoliation if you are a thinner skin, or if you are more sensitive, or if you have lots of breakouts. So I would not recommend it, because it will literally take the top off your pustules or pimples, and it can cause a spread of bacteria, but also can actually cause scarring and irritation. So avoid mechanical exfoliation if you're a thin skin, more aged, more dry, or sensitive, or have lots of breakouts. Okay, our next type of exfoliation is what we call enzyme exfoliation. So an enzyme exfoliant is generally activated by water. So enzymes love water, so you will find an enzyme exfoliant, probably the most popular format is in a powder. So we have a product, it's called Silky Scrub. Okay, Silky Scrub is in our XL02 range, and it would be our most popular exfoliation method. So this is what it looks like here. It actually lasts you about 12 to 18 months. So it's not something you need to be replacing all the time. And how it works, it basically works by gobbling or giving the skin a good vacuum, if you like. It pulls stuff out of the skin. So where your granule was more abrading the hyperkeratinization on the surface, the actual enzyme is gobbling down into that hyperkeratinization, and it's helping to lift it up and out like a vacuum. So who can use an enzyme exfoliation? Enzyme exfoliation pretty much is suitable to any skin. So if in doubt, go enzyme exfoliation. And I do believe this is why it is our most popular. So sensitive skin can use this, thin skin can use this, breakout skin can use it, but I probably would recommend something a little bit deeper like the next one I'm going to talk about. But if you have breakouts with sensitivity, start with an enzyme, and then you can always work onto a peeling product, which we're going to talk about next. Aging skin, thin skin, sensitive skin, young skin, anyone can use this type of exfoliation. Just be careful of the actual product base that it's in, because some of them, because they're foam, they've got nasty stripping ingredients. Ours obviously doesn't. So Silky Scrub is a wonderful product for you. XLO2, if you're any of those skins that I mentioned, or you're just looking for a great exfoliation that's going to also even out skin tone. So if you've got a little bit of redness, it's got rice extract, so it actually helps to even out skin tone and color and leaves the skin really nice and bright. You literally can feel it's like it's taking a big deep breath afterwards, and there's no stinging or irritation with this product, so it's perfectly suitable for any skin. The third type of exfoliation would be a peel. Okay, so a peel, there are many different peels, but the most common peels are what we call alpha hydroxy acids or beta hydroxy acid, or AHA or BHA. So the most popular AHA would be things like glycolic acid. The most popular BHA would be things like salicylic acid. Basically, it just means there's different molecular structure. That's alpha and beta. They're just, that's how they're explained, but they work at different levels within the skin. So basically, I think of a peel as a deeper sanding, okay? It doesn't physically sand the skin, but it will create skin turnover or renewal like a deeper sanding of the skin. So it's like you have an old timber table and you want to sand the top off it, remove the paint, and basically then condition the timber. So if you're a skin that's got lots of, say, imperfections, uneven skin tone, so things like a thickened sun-damaged skin, maybe thickened open pores, maybe thickened aged skin, you would not use this if you were sensitive or really thin. We don't suggest that you use a peeling product. You're much better to use an enzyme. But if you have clogging, so if you've got blackheads, or you've got breakouts, or you've got pigment, or you've got aging, and you are more on the side of a thickened type of skin, then you could use this. If you have any form of sensitivity, do not peel, because it will actually then create inflammation, and inflammation can trigger your melanocyte, which is what causes the darker patches or pigmentation on the skin. So how does a peel work? Well, we obviously have in-salon or in-spa peels. We have that for enzyme, and we also have that for AHA. So we have different type of peels that you can have in salon and spa, and they are deeper. We have another peel called AOX, which combines a lactobionic acid and ferulic acid. It's perfect for rosacea, and you can use that on slight sensitive skin. But for our home care products, we have this product here called Glycocure. So Glycocure, I've got the exfoliating mask in front of me, but one product I forgot to bring to my little presentation or the video today is what we call Glycocure Serum. Okay, so Glycocure Serum is actually a liquid daily exfoliator. It's listed here in our little brochure, and you can see it here in the pump. So if you do have quite a thickened skin, I would recommend that you use the exfoliate. It's called Retexturizing Booster. You actually can use that every day. So Hydro Retexturizing Booster it acts like a serum, and it will exfoliate the skin every day. So you pop it underneath your moisturizer. Where the one I've got here is what we call exfoliating mask. So this is like a little mask you pop on once to twice a week. Let it dry for about 5 to 8 minutes, and then literally you roll it off over the sink, and it'll come off like little balls all over the skin. So it acts like a mini microdermabrasion or a mini peel on the skin. So that would be if you're having micro or if you're having peels, you could use these products at home to continue that peeling process. So that pretty much sums up the difference in exfoliation. So we have physical, or mechanical, which is basically little beads working away. We have enzymes, which is your actual gobbling away or giving the skin a good vacuum. And then we have your peeling product, which is your glycolic acid or your salicylic acid or AHAs or BHAs. So they are your different types of exfoliation, and that would be what I would recommend, obviously if you have more of a thickened skin, but there's something there for everybody. So I hope that helps to clarify the different types of exfoliation. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.